Beautiful. And do you guys know, all the Americans that are watching, do you guys know why it's very important for a prince to be given good living quarters like this? Why it's important to give him a nice house like this? Thank you, Doritos and Kimberly. The reason is very simple, man. You gotta keep your brothers happy so they don't lead a freaking revolt to try to take the emperor's throne from you. Does that make sense? Everybody wants to be the emperor. There can only be one emperor. The other brothers are jealous. The other brothers also want to be emperor. They also want to become emperor. So you gotta keep them happy. You gotta give them something to do to occupy their time. Otherwise, they're gonna plot and lead a revolt and really mess up your life. Does that make sense? This is why the emperors want to live here. The emperors want their brothers to live here so they could be happy, you know, give them a few women, entertain them, give them some BS work to make them look busy, you know, so they don't lead a freaking revolt. Thank you, Big O, and take the throne from him. Does that make sense? Let's go, man. Let's keep going. Let's get up out of here. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. People everywhere. You know, it's also here. Look, let me tell you guys something, man. Let me explain something to you guys. So I stand on this water's edge over here. When I came here in 2012 with my father, when I say here, I mean Beijing. I've never been to Prince Gong's mansion before. When I came to Beijing with my father, when I say here, I mean Beijing. I've never been to Prince Gong's mansion before. When I came to Beijing with my father in 2012, I remember at the time, I was only 21 years old. I was about to turn 22. I was only 21. And I remember being at the Forbidden City with my father. My father probably still remembers this. We were at the Forbidden City in 2012. It was my first time coming back to China in 10 years since we immigrated to the United States. And I remember coming here at the Forbidden City. Thank you, Kristen. I've been living in America for 10 years, man. I've been living in North Carolina for quite a few years by then. Very quiet country, very quiet city. And all of a sudden, I come to Beijing. I see everybody and their mama is at the Forbidden City. It was a shock to my system. And I just remember standing at the Forbidden City 10 years ago, 12 years ago, and I was like, man, this sucks. There's people everywhere. It's crazy. It's crazy how 12 years later, a lot of my perspective has actually changed quite a bit. Because let me explain to you what I mean by that. The demographics of the people who come here to come to the capital, Beijing, a lot of them are middle-class folks, a lot of them are wealthy folks, a lot of them are people with means. But there's also a substantial part of the population that's visiting Beijing every single day, whether it's a holiday or not, that come from the rural and countryside areas of China. In other words, to put it even more bluntly, there's a lot of people who come from rural farming-based agricultural communities who basically worked on the farmland all their life. And it may be their first and it may be their only time in Beijing. And that was kind of the demographics, a lot of people that I saw in 2012 when I was here. So what I mean by that is like my perspective has changed a lot as I've gotten older. I'm no longer annoyed because there's so many people. I'm appreciative of the fact that I get to do this every single day. I get to be on the road and show it to you guys. But there's also a lot of people here in these people that are standing in front of you who've never been to Beijing before. This is their first time in the capital. They come from a rural part of China and they're here on vacation to see Chairman Mao's mausoleum, to see the Forbidden City, to see the Great Wall of China. You know, they've been working all their lives. Now they're finally retired. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they still work on the land. So like I said before, man, I got a newfound appreciation as I get older, man, for the people that have a chance to come out here, even though it means that this place is always busy. Beijing never has a off-peak season. It's always busy. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these people, man, like a lot of the people that are here, this might be the only time in their life that they see it. You know, I'll be back next year. I'll be back the year after that. But I appreciate this a lot more. I'm a lot more grateful. I'm a lot more grateful. And I no longer mind the crowd as much as I did when I was 21 years old. That's the point I'm trying to say. Does that make sense, everybody? I'm just a lot more appreciative and grateful as I did when I was 21 years old. That's the point I'm trying to say. Does that make sense, everybody? I'm just a lot more appreciative and grateful. You know, because we get to see this stuff every year. So let's keep it moving, everybody. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. Let's go ahead and go into the streets, everybody. Thank you, German girl. We 50% to our goal. Thank you, German girl. Let's keep it moving, man. Thank you, Ray De Oro, for subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. See, you see why, you know why all these people gathered around this freaking rock over here? Once again, this is a rock from Lake Tai. This is a Taihu rock over here from Suzhou, over here from Jiangnan, actually next to my hometown. They had to ship this freaking rock all the way from Taihu in Suzhou. So this freaking rock over here had to be transported by horses and wagons, okay, and ships down the Grand Canal. I'm telling you guys, man, rich Chinese people have a fascination with freaking rocks. You know, gratitude is my attitude. Let me pin that. Let me pin that comment. I'm just grateful, man. I'm just like genuinely grateful. What has happened with the channel in the last 7 months, man, it just made me genuinely grateful. Once again, Chinese people, thank you, Jeannie. Thank you so much. Somebody else just subscribed to the channel. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm telling you, this right here reflects the Chinese rich people's obsession with rocks. This freaking rock's probably worth a couple $100,000. A big ass rock. Thank you, Martha. Keep moving, man. See, I see it too. That's the face of the mother. That is the baby right there. I see it too. Thank you, Lucy and Martha. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to say that too. This does look like a mother holding a child. I agree. Beautiful. Thank you, Lucy. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Get out of here, y'all. Let's keep it moving. All right, man. Let's see what we got over here. Another couple houses over here. All right, man, let's see what we got over here. Another couple houses over here. Beautiful. You see, man, this is the other thing about it is you gotta understand, man, rich folks back then, they didn't have internet. They didn't have, you know, PlayStations. They didn't have, iPhones. Well, how did they entertain themselves, right? Musicians. They had a lot of women to do dancing for them. They had a lot of women to entertain them with singing, with dancing, with performances every night, and then a little boom boom afterwards. But much simpler life back then. So they could really sit here and enjoy looking at the fish. For us, we'd be bored looking at all these fish because we have iPhones to look at. But, back then, people really didn't have. You know what I'm saying? That people didn't. Thank you, Karina B. I appreciate it. People didn't have as many entertainment options as we do today. Keep moving. Thank you, Big O. I'm telling y'all, man, Big O is like Diddy. I'm telling you guys, Big O is like Diddy. Every time we make a comment, he just pop out of nowhere. Like when you're about to bust out a bottle of baby oil, that is exactly when Oliver pops up. Okay? He pops up at the most random moments. Thank you, Grammy. I'm telling y'all, man, Oliver pops up at the most random moments, man. Just like Diddy over there, man. I'm telling you guys, man. I'm telling y'all, the GG always comes in at the most interesting moments. Thank you, Vanessa and Big O. Thank you, Big O. Now, the one thing we didn't get a chance to do on this trip is go to the Summer Palace because we went to the zoo yesterday because y'all voted for the zoo. Okay, he said no Diddy because we went to the zoo. But when you go to the Summer Palace, you'll see a much bigger version of this hall over here. I've only been to the Summer Palace once in my life. I've never been there for a second time. But when you go to the Summer Palace, and we will be back next year to go to the Summer Palace, you can see like all the pillars are all painted, except in the Summer Palace, these halls are actually painted with different paintings. This one, every single one is the same. You can see all the motifs on every single side is pretty much consistent. Chinese lotus leaves, you got bats that are good luck. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these things over here. But when you go to the Summer Palace, you'll actually see much more unique paintings on every single wood pillar. Yes, Lainey, you missed the zoo, but there should be a replay. Pepper probably recorded it. So let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving. Oh, there's a hall right here. Go and get about it. That's a toilet. Thank you, Vanessa. Let's keep it moving. Just look at how beautiful these halls are. Look, every single pillar is hand painted. Look at this. And it's even more spectacular at the Summer Palace. I just don't want to bore you guys with the old Summer Palace and then the Summer Palace. You know, two things pretty much look the same. So we'll save that for next year. We'll come back to Beijing next year, everybody. We'll come back. We'll be back. Thank you, Tammy Jones. We'll be back. We'll be back. Thank you, Tammy Jones. Now, Chinese Independence Day comes next week on October 1st. Man, look at all this. You see all the good fortune bats? You see that, all the good luck bats on the ceiling? Look at that. You see all the golden bats over there? That is a good line. That's a good luck symbol here in China, the bats. Freaking beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, man. Just look at the details on this thing right here. Freaking beautiful, man. Yeah, exactly. Bat means food. Absolutely right. You guys remember the word of the day? Hong means red. That is the word of the day, y'all. Hong. Why is home so important? The color red. Why is everything red? Red windows, red chairs, red pillars. Why is everything red? Because the color red symbolizes good fortune, good marriage, and good luck in general. Hong, the color red, is very important to the Chinese people. Very important to the Chinese people. Chinese people love the color red. Okay, especially during a marriage. Thank you, Good Deed. Now, see, a lot of people nowadays are very Western leaning when it comes to their marriage habits. So they wear a white wedding gown like Americans or Europeans do. But traditional Chinese weddings, the bride and the groom should be wearing a red and yellow. And you're seeing more and more of those traditional Chinese marriages taking place. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Now, you guys tell me. Y'all tell me. Is this hard? Man, Sherry, we're gonna have to save that for when we go to Taiwan, China. Now, you guys tell me. The time just flew by, Sherry Clark. I never had a chance to stay one more night. Look at this, y'all. Thank you, Dave. Look at this. You tell me, is this hard to build? This is all man-made. This freaking mountain over here is man-made. Good evening to you, Robin. Thank you, Pepper Kim. You tell me, is this hard to read or what? Is this hard to build or what? Thank you, Pepper Kim. It's 11:11. I got about another hour and a half, another hour and 15 minutes. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, Curb, I know you see this. This is made by hand. All these stones are transported from Lake Tai over here. This is all stacked by hand 200 years ago. Thank you, Crabman and Miss Missy. Like I said before, I don't know what is the Chinese wealthy's obsession with rocks, but they love rocks. And they love rocks that look like this. I don't know why, but they do. Okay, even to this day, if you walk into like a Chinese factory, if you go to like a really wealthy Chinese factory, okay, and you go into their entrance, a lot of them will have like a piece of good luck symbol, like a rock like this. Okay, and then you ask them, how much did y'all pay for this? They'll be like, oh, we paid $2 million for this. I said, what the fuck? You paid $2 million for this? You could have given me $2 million. You could have given me $1 million. I would have driven a Ford F-150 to the desert. I could have gotten you this rock for half the price. I could have used a shovel and dug this shit up myself and brought it to you for half the price. You paid $2 million for this. I said, are you effing kidding me? $2 million? I said, man, I will scuba dive to the bottom of Lake Tai. I will get one for you for half the price. You get 50% off. You get a coupon for 50% off. Shit, $2 million. I'm telling you, I went to a factory one time like 4 or 5 years ago. We went in there. There was a big piece of stone in the front entrance. They said it brings good luck. I said they said it brings good feng shui. It brings good luck. And then my partner, my business partner was like, so how much does this cost? Like, we paid $2 million. I said, what the on the spot, I said, what the you paid $2 million for this? I said, I don't know if it brings good luck. I said, I brought you a negative $2 million balance in your bank account. It's crazy, but Chinese people pay big money for this stuff, man. I don't know why, but they love this stuff. Thank you, Mikey and Pepper Kim. I don't know why, man. Y'all tell me what's so special about this. Thank you, Mikey, but I guess they really like it. Thank you to Real Shallow. Thank you very much. I don't know why they love it, but they love it. Let's keep it moving, man. Thank you to Real Shallow. I tell you guys this, man. You can only call it they rich. Is their money. They can spend it however they want to. But I gotta tell you, I ain't rich, so I don't understand why rich people do what they do. I don't understand why rich people be doing what they doing, but I guess that's why they rich. Because they logic is not for somebody like a proletariat like me to understand. So let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. Look at this rock over here. That's probably 100,000 right there. It's probably $100,000 for this big ass rock over here. Okay? They can spend their money however they want. Shit, all I gotta say, man, come on, man, break me off a little piece, man. You know what I'm saying? You take $2 million on a rock like this. Break me a little piece. You know, spread the love. Break me a little piece. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Thank you, Big O and Ivan. You go over here buying rocks for $2 million. Break me a little piece off. Come on, man. Let's keep it moving. Shit. Hey, give me some. Give me a little something. Shit. Keep it moving. Feng Shui not cheap. Oh, I love this. I love this comment from Candace. I'm gonna pin this comment. Feng Shui not cheap. Thank you, Jim. I'll tell you what else is not cheap. I'll tell you what else is not cheap. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, Jeannie, for all the love, man. Thank you, Jim. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for all the love and support. It's time to go ahead and get up out of here. Let's go ahead and get out of Prince Gong's mansion. We're gonna hit the streets for a little bit, and then I gotta go head to the airport. Thank you, Samantha. Let's keep it moving. I want to take you guys to another Hutong before we get up out of here. Thank you, XRP 421. Thank you. Feng Shui not cheap. I'll tell you what else is not cheap. I don't think I need to tell you. I think y'all know what else is not cheap. I'll tell you what else is not cheap. You guys already know the answer. Let's keep it moving. I don't even need to say it. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, Big O knows the answer. See, Big O, I'm telling you, man, I ain't gonna call him Big O no more. I'm gonna call him Diddy O. Diddy O knows the answer. Okay, Diddy O knows the answer. That's why he got the GG. Diddy O knows the answer. He knows what else is not cheap. Let's keep. I said, I'm sorry to bump your comment. I'm sorry to bump your comment, Kirby, but that's funny, man. He said America ain't cheap. He said America ain't cheap. That's funny, man. He said America ain't cheap. That's funny. He said America ain't cheap. That is funny. That's funny, man. Y'all crack me up with the jokes. I'm sorry for bumping your comment, Curb. He said America ain't cheap. Oh my God. Okay. America ain't cheap. Neither is China, man. China ain't cheap either, man. China ain't cheap either. He said selling pet rocks to Taiwan. Charlie, you can make some money doing that, man. You can make some money doing that, Charlie. I'm serious. They be buying rocks over here for millions of dollars. Shit. I'm telling you guys, I'm serious. I'm serious. Everybody just watching me. It's all good. I got thick skin. I don't care. They can watch me all they want. Let's keep moving. I said, shit. Let's keep it moving. You should bring back the pet rock. They're pretty fashionable over here, man. Well, I mean, you gotta understand, this is Beijing, man. This is... You know, by the way, I'll tell you a funny ass story, man. I was talking with someone who was a loco. Dude, this actually made me laugh. I was talking with LJ in the car today on the way here. LJ was like, I lived in Beijing all my life. He said, I've never even been to the Prince Gong's mansion. This is something for the tourists to see. He said, I live in Beijing for 40 some years. I've never even been to Prince Gong's mansion. And I was talking with someone, a local, the other day in a car. He was like, dog, my ass was born and raised in Beijing. I have never even been to the Forbidden City. He said, I have never even been to the Forbidden City. I'm a local. He said, I have never even been to the Forbidden City. I'm a local. He said, I have never even been to the Forbidden City. I'm a local Beijing. He said, I have never even seen what the inside looks like. A lot of Beijing locals don't actually come here because it's so packed. There's so many people. A lot of Beijing locals haven't even seen the inside. LJ was like, yeah, well, I'm counting on you, man. So go in there and have a good show. I'm going to count on you to see what the inside of Prince Gong's mansion looks like. So have a good time streaming because I will be watching because I've never been inside. Thank you, Affliction. See, Terry doesn't go to stuff in Chicago either. Terry, I bet you go to that July 4th fireworks though, Terry. Go to the exit, man. Terry, I bet you go to that July 4th fireworks though, Terry. Go to the exit, man. I bet you go to that July 4th fireworks though, Terry. July 4th fireworks though, Terry. You got all them. Oh, man, I'm tripping, y'all. Let's keep moving, man. Thank you, Serenity. I still remember this when I was like this when I was like 17 years old. This is like in 2006, 2007. I remember my dad, my mom, and I, we went to a fireworks show that was put on July 4th. I'll never forget this, man. This was like 16 years ago. We were at the fireworks show on July 4th, Serenity for Chicago. So we were next to the lake. We parked our car real far away because my dad is cheap. He didn't want to pay for parking, okay? And we were there, we were waiting for the fireworks to start, and there was this lady sitting next to us on the lawn. To this day, 16 years later, I'll never forget the words that she said, because we all laughed. Every single one of us laughed. She said, this better be a goddamn good fireworks show tonight, because of all them taxes I paid taxes I paid to the city. Better be a goddamn good fireworks show tonight. All them taxes they be taking from me. 16 years later, I still remember that, because everybody around her started laughing. We all started laughing hard when she said that. Thank you, Mindfully Grown. Follow the channel, man. Share this live stream. Hit the follow button. He said, this better be a goddamn good fireworks show. Thank you, Serenity, because of all the taxpayer money I'm giving to the city. Beautiful. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Thank you so much, Serenity. We're almost 80% to our goal. Let's keep moving. Get him out of here. Go ahead and get him out of here. Where's the exit? I want to hit the streets for a little bit, man. There's some stuff I want to show you. We have to leave, and I got to go to the airport.请问出口在哪里？那个方向就是离开，是吧？从这个方向走。好。How do I get out of here? I gotta go this way. Thank you, Nana. Disney fireworks. You guys remember when we streamed from Disneyland in Shanghai? That was really cool, man. That was a great experience. That was back in May. What the hell is this? What's this right here? Oh, by the way, right next to Prince Gong's mansion, thank you, Mark and Karake, is a martial arts school and a performing arts school that Jet Li went to. It's like literally 100 yards from where we are is a performing arts school that Jet Li went to. So the great actor Jet Li when he was young. Beautiful, 11:22. Beautiful, let's get him out of here. Get him out of here, it's beautiful, look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. Thank you, W Blower. So where am I gonna go in the summer? Man, Doritos, I don't even know where I'm gonna go in November yet. You asking me about summer? I don't even know where I'm gonna be next month. I don't even know where I'm gonna be tomorrow. You asking me about summer? Come on, man. Come on, man. Summer. Summer of what year? Next year? Don't know. I'll tell you one thing I plan on being on Earth. No plans on going to Mars with Elon. Definitely plan on being on Earth somewhere. Should be still in China. So, let's keep it moving. Honestly, I don't know. I don't mean to be facetious with my answer. I really don't know where I'm going to be next summer. Thank you, Care. Probably somewhere in China in the Great Western Deserts. Hopefully by then we'll have a car and we'll be able to drive around everywhere in China, but it should be about somewhere in China. Thank you, JR. We're definitely gonna be on Earth, for sure. Thank you, Cesare. Let's keep it moving. You love Jet Li? Well, he went to school very close to here. He was here briefly. It was LJ who told me this on the car ride over here. This is why it's so nice to have a Beijing local take you around. They know all the stuff that you don't know. You know, he was telling me stuff like, this is where all the buildings used to be for so-and-so. This is the first hotel open to foreigners. This is the first luxury hotel. This is the first blah, blah, blah. You know, a lot of things that you don't really know as an out-of-town person. He was, like I said, it's a blessing to meet this guy. I'm gonna tell y'all, y'all are so amazing, man. All y'all who are, if I was in America, this probably would happen. LJ waited for me outside the city village that one night when we talked to that gentleman who hadn't worked for 2 months. Do you guys remember that live stream? Do you guys still remember that particular live stream? After I got off the live stream, he was waiting for me outside the city village, and he came up to introduce himself, and he offered to drive me. He actually drove me home that night, drove me to the restaurant, and then the next couple of days, he drove me to the Great Wall of China. Today, he drove me here, and then he's gonna drive me to the airport. Like I said, it's just a blessing, and a blessing. I'm telling y'all, man, a great blessing. And he didn't want, you know what I'm saying? I tried to give him a little parking money. I said, let me give you some money for the tolls. He said, no. He said, no. If I wasn't so damn busy, I would have lunch with him. I gotta go to the airport, man. Just like I said, just a good guy, man. Just a really good guy. I appreciate you very much, LJ. Thank you very much. Wouldn't even accept any money from me. Thank you, Jeannie. Jeannie, thank you for all the blessings for the channel. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, Jeannie in Philadelphia. Hey, Karina, I appreciate you too. LJ was watching. I'm not sure if he's watching right now. Do I have a driver's license? Yes. Do I drive in China? Hell no. Hell no. All right, man. One last look. Thank you, all things. Give y'all one last chance to read this. Boom. That Italian lady from the Great Wall of China followed me on TikTok. You guys know how I know? Because her profile photo is her. Thank you, Nightwolf. Let's keep it moving, everybody. Thank you, Nana. Let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. Time to go hit the streets. I almost said time to go hit the sheets, but no, time to go hit the streets. Karina B, much love to you too. I am ready to go back to Shenzhen, man. Thank you, Eric Ramos, man. Hopefully, man, my house is not a piece of shit when I get back in it. You know, I need to let some water run, let the ventilation run, open the windows and air it out a little bit. I ain't been home in almost 90 days. Man, that ain't my house no more. My house belongs to the cockroaches. Go in there, man, like 4 cockroaches. 4 cockroaches playing mahjong. Got 4 cockroaches sitting on my dining table playing Uno. You know what I'm saying? They're playing Uno. My house is now owned by the cockroaches. It ain't owned by me no more. I'm paying the rent. The cockroaches live in it. Go in there, man, they kicking it, watching TV and shit. Playing Uno, playing cards. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling. I'm telling y'all, man. The house don't even belong to me. It belongs to the roaches. I'm serious, man. I don't have any food. I don't cook. I hope there's no food. I'm telling y'all, man. It belongs to the cockroaches. All right, man. We finally exited. Let's go to our next destination. Do you guys like this? A little bit of history before we leave, and then a little bit of hutong, and then we go and get up out of here. Do you guys like this? Let's keep it moving, man. I'm telling y'all, I go in there, I'm interrupting their dinner. It's crazy. Let's keep it moving. All right, let's go to our next destination, which is a hutong. 12 minutes away. That's good. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, TLC. Thank you, Kimberly, man. I got roaches in my house, man. This is a true. I'm not ashamed to admit it. It is in Guangdong province, man. There's roaches everywhere because it's a very humid, I mean, for those of you who live in Florida, for those of you who live in Miami and Florida and the humid part of Florida, I mean, y'all got to deal with roaches too, right? I live in basically the Florida of China. Y'all got to deal with roaches in Florida, don't you? For those of you that live in Florida, you guys have roaches, right? Right? Yeah, palmetto bugs. Right? Am I right? You got Texas. You deal with scorpions. Nah, I have roaches. The cockroaches. Oliver, you got roaches in your house? Thank you, Sonia. Hey, Oliver, you got roaches? You guys liked it? Good. Florida is Roach City. I'm telling y'all, man. There's a lot of roaches over there. Big O, you got roaches in your house? Thank you, Don't Take. Roaches are everywhere. Petunia said roaches are everywhere. Florida has roaches. Follow the channel, everybody. Oliver said, nah, you lying, man. You got roaches and you know it. Lying ass. You know you got roaches in your house. Let's keep it moving. Man, people everywhere. What the hell's going on, man? All these people. Man, what's all these dudes standing here for? Looking all sus. Thank you, Spicy Texan and Sonia. Damn, my man still got on the same outfit, the Harry Potter outfit from Universal Studios. He went straight from Universal Studios to Prince Gong's Pavilion. Ah, shit, he's still wearing the Harry Potter outfit from Universal Studios. Thank you, Don't Take. I freaking love it. I love it. I effing love it. My man Daniel Radcliffe over here. I love it, y'all. I love it. This is beautiful. Ah, man, we're gonna go to the Hutongs so you can see around the Prince Gong's Pavilion. Thank you, Nana. I love it. I love it when the kids get dressed up in this stuff, man, because for a lot of them, you know, it just shows you how strong, thank you, Nana, the Harry Potter culture is here in China, even with the young generation today. See, that kid looked like he was like 17, 18 years old. When Harry Potter came out, he wasn't even born yet. Harry Potter came out like, what, 2001, 2000? He wasn't even born yet. So the fact that it's still so popular with kids today, I love it, man. I love Harry Potter, man. It just shows you the stuff that we used to love as a kid, still very popular with kids today. So that's good. Thank you, Spicy Texan. I feel old. Hey, Oliver, you ever read Harry Potter? Hey, Big O, have you ever read Harry Potter? You know how to read? Do you know how to read? Have you ever read this book called Harry Potter? You ever read it? You know how to read? Thank you, Big O and Spicy Texan. I'm just playing, brother. I love you, man. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Oliver read the picture version of it. Keep it moving. All right. You know, it's kind of fitting that we end our live stream here in the Hutongs. You know, very characteristic that we end our live stream here in the Hutongs. We're going to just keep walking here. So we've hit this Hutong right here. This, once again, regardless of how long you've been watching me, regardless if you've seen this before, this is quintessential Beijing right here, minus all the noise back there. Thank you, Brian. This is what the greatest imperial city in Asia looks like. All those fancy malls and luxury big skyscrapers that you see, that doesn't represent the old Beijing. That's new Beijing. This is what real Beijing looks like. And it's very fitting that on my last day here in 2024, as we leave here, we'll come back next year, that we come here and, you know, we come back and look at the Hutongs and get away from all the people. Thank you, Night Wolf. This is real Beijing. So like I said, 200 years ago, 300 years ago, the entire city. And I want you guys to do one thing for me after this live stream. Well, you could do it now. Go ahead and Google, type in this. Aerial, A-E-R-I-A-L, means aerial, meaning in the air. Thank you, Silk Brown, Skill Brown. Aerial photo of old Beijing. Google this. It's a black and white photo that a foreigner took from a plane, from a very old airplane of old Beijing before all the modernization happens. I'm telling you guys, go and Google this. Aerial photo of old Beijing. Go and Google this and look at the photo. It's in black and white, and it'll give you an idea of what this city looked like 200 years ago. Thank you, Genie. Okay, so like I said, now only maybe 10%, maybe even less, maybe 5% of the hutongs here in Beijing survive. And what you're looking at here is one of them. I don't know the name of this, but this is a hutong. And you guys can see, I love this freaking stuff right here. Y'all see this right here? For all the Americans, y'all probably have no idea what the hell this is. All the Chinese people who are my age or older, y'all know what this is. This is how the milkman used to deliver milk every single morning. He would have the lock and key, and so would you. You pay 3 yuan for a bottle of milk, a glass of milk. It used to come in glass back then. It was 42 cents, US dollars, 42 cents. Milk was expensive back then. Even back then, it was 3 yuan. They will open this. They will put the milk inside. Even the original glass is still here. Look at that. Even the original glass is here. This brings back a lot of childhood memories. It was glass just like that. And my mama would heat it up on the stove so that every morning before I went to school, I could have some fresh milk. Okay? Obviously, people now can just go to the grocery store and buy as much milk as they want. Thank you, Bucky, for extending your sub to a renewal sub. Thank you. This is how Chinese people used to get their milk 25, 30 years ago from my childhood. I still have this, I believe, in front of my house, my old apartment. Thank you, Kimberly. Let's keep it moving, man. Follow the channel, man. Like I said, everywhere you go in these old hutongs, you just see relics of the past, of a time without cell phones, without cars, without the internet or Wi-Fi, and people just living. I couldn't close.